Hello, my friends. I wanted to say hi again, and it's time for another story time with Aunt Becky. Thank you for joining me. It's very cold outside, but the stars and I think there's a couple of planets that you can see that are very bright. So that's exciting. I wanted to share with you another story. Wearing another Christmas shirt. Christmas lights are my favorite color, it says. And I got a light shaped necklace, and I got a shirt of my mom's to keep me warm underneath. And so, December the 6th today was, and now it is evening, and I want to share another story. And this time we're going to read The Poky Little Puppy's First Christmas. Last year we read the, what was that book? The Kitten, The Curious Little Kitten's Christmas. So everybody knows the Poky Little Puppy, and so I'll get right on in it. 4 little puppies tumbled out of bed one morning and ran to their breakfast bowls. Then they counted themselves 1, 2, 3, 4. Now where in the world is that Poky little puppy, they wondered. Poky was still fast asleep. His mother nudged him and said, "Come on, Poky, today is Christmas Eve." Poky yawned and stretched. Even on a special day like Christmas Eve, he was still Poky. Here he is. He probably wants to stay underneath his warm covers. And here are his siblings. I don't know if you can read their names on the bowls, but this is Poky's dish. And then you've got Polly, Penny, Pickles, and Pat. So, now that you wonder what his brothers and sisters' names are, now you know. Poky's family, the McRaes, were off to the woods this morning to find a tree, and the puppies were going along too. Poky ran to catch up. There they go to find their tree. Then Poky smelled something. He slowed down to see what it could be. After all, he is the Poky little puppy. What do you think he smelled? That's when Poky stumbled, slipped, and slid down into a deep, dark hole. "Help! Help!" he cried. Wouldn't someone come to help him out of the slippery, slidey hole? He fell all the way down. "I'll help you," said a friendly voice. "My name is Herman." Excuse me. Must be too much dust. "I'll help you," said a friendly voice. "My name is Herman." Poky looked up to see a young skunk peering over the edge of the hole. Herman climbed down into the hole beside Poky and pushed Poky up and out of the hole. And who do you think Herman is? Who is that? Herman's a skunk. Dogs and skunks don't usually get along too well. "You smell funny," said Poky. Herman sniffed. "You smell funny too," he said. "Let's play." Herman led Poky to a frozen pond, and the two new friends slid back and forth across the cold, shiny ice. What fun! He looks a little like Flower from the Bambi movies. The same kind of skunk. Over in the woods, the McRaes had found the perfect Christmas tree near a hollow log. Mr. McRae raised his axe and whack, whack, whacked until crack! The tree fell. The 4 little puppies barked excitedly. "Oh, no!" Poky heard his sister Pickles call, "Poky, come on, Poky." He was sorry to have to say goodbye to his new friend. "It's easy to find me," said Herman. "I live in a hollow log just over that hill." Uh-oh. Do you think this hollow log was Herman's home? Poky ran through the snowy woods toward home. Suddenly he saw something. Poky stopped to sniff the strange object up and down. It was an old rubber boot. The boot was too wonderful to leave behind, so Poky dragged it all the way home. He likes his little boot, doesn't he? You're late, Poky's mother scolded gently when he came through the gate. See what I found? Exclaimed Poky. His mother shook her head and said firmly, You can't take that messy, muddy old boot into the house. Really? I thought dogs were messy. Sadly, Poky left the boot by the garden gate. Oh, he wanted his old boot. I think it has some good smells for him. After dinner, the puppies helped decorate the Christmas tree. How do you suppose they helped? They ate the popcorn strings. When the tree was glowing with winking, blinking lights and shimmery glass balls, Poky's mother told her puppies all about Christmas. And to celebrate this special day, we give each other presents, she said at last. Then she sent the puppies to bed. See, he's got the popcorn string in his mouth. Nice tree, isn't it? Poky, of course, was the last to reach the cozy cushion where the puppy slept. After all, he is the Poky little puppy. His brothers and sisters soon fell asleep, dreaming of rubber balls, biscuits, and bones. But Poky stayed awake, thinking sadly about his red rubber boot. It's like one of them brought the popcorn chain to bed with them. They got their balls and their bones and he's dreaming about his boot. On Christmas morning, the puppies raced to the tree and found presents just for them. Poky tore open his package. My boot, he cried happily, and it's all shiny and clean. That's like the picture on the cover. There he is, it's all wrapped up. And there he's got it. He's all excited. After breakfast, a gentle snow began to fall. Poky's brothers and sisters went off to play in the meadow. Poky, please don't be late for Christmas dinner, said Poky's mother. Poky ran out of the gate, across the meadow, and into the woods to find Herman. You think he's going to find his friend? What do you think his friend is up to? It took a long time, but Poky finally found Herman. He was wet, cold, and miserable. What happened? Asked Poky. Herman pointed to a crushed, hollow log. That was my home, sniffed Herman. The McRaes had crushed it accidentally when they cut down their Christmas tree. Uh-oh. You knew that was coming, didn't you? Poky felt sorry for Herman. The little skunk was alone in the cold, snowy woods, and he had no home. So Poky took Herman home with him. Poky's mother was surprised to find that her puppy had made friends with a skunk. She was surprised, but, she didn't say, you can't be friends with this skunk. But Poky's mother felt sorry for Herman, too. That night she let him sleep in the doghouse she and her puppy shared in the summer, and Poky gave up his warm, cozy bed in the McRae's house to keep his friend company. Wasn't that nice? See, that's like it is outside. There's just like a little crescent moon, and you can see the stars. It's very cold out. The next morning, the most amazing thing happened. The Poky little puppy was the first one out of bed. He wasn't Poky that morning. Where in the world is that Poky little puppy? Everyone wondered. The puppies and their mother and Herman followed Poky's tracks in the cold, crunchy snow. They went out of the gate, across the meadow, and right to the edge of the wintry woods. Come and look! Look at Herman's new home, called Poky. There's Mama and the other puppies. There's Poky, he's up on the hill. Come and look, what is he up to? Why, it's your boot, exclaimed Poky's mother. Merry Christmas, Herman, said Poky, even if it is a day late. Poky's mother was very proud of her puppy. It was only his first Christmas, but Poky had already learned that the best gifts of all are the ones you give. Isn't that nice? Herman's gonna live in Poky's boot. Maybe if he drags it under a tree and turns it sideways, it'd make it nice and real cozy. Wasn't that sweet? Of course, it's a little golden book, so that makes it special. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope you're staying warm wherever you are. You have some warm food to put in your tummies and a warm place to sleep. And I hope you're having a good holiday season. I'll see you again next time with another story. Bye.